Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. This time we're going to take a look at Radioactive Man. And you might say, what's a radioactive man? Well, if you are a fan of the Simpsons, you know exactly who Radioactive Man is. And before we get into that, I want to mention briefly, I sometimes give plugs to some of the other YouTube channels I like to watch. Here is one that's called Fanzine Live, which is Talking Small Press Comics. So that's Fanzine Live. And another one is Benjamin Morse, Comic Book Artist. It's Benjamin Morse, Comic Book Artist. And he talks about comics and plugs his comics. So, so here we go with Radioactive Man. Now, briefly, Radioactive Man is just he is Bart Simpson's favorite comic book character, his favorite superhero, and so he is a comic book in the Simpsons universe. That's why, and everyone is drawn in the fashion of the Simpsons. And I have several of these here. Or some I have some more with some other Bongo comics, because these are done by Bongo Comics. And but it started out with in 1993 and 4 a 6-issue miniseries, and then had later had a special individual issues, as well as an ongoing series, I guess. And I have just some of those, but I did get, because I only came across them once in a while at the time, and it was mostly at the grocery store, I think, when they had comics on the stand there on their magazine rack. So, and these stories, in universe, the Radioactive Man started in, I think it was 1953, 1952, something like that. Still at the end of the Golden Age. So he is a Golden Age character, and they have, in the miniseries as well as in the later stuff, they would put the stories in various time frames from of comic eras from that continuity. So in the first one, he's in which has his origin, and I want to do a whole episode just on that issue sometime, or one of the other issues, we'll see, and relates his origin and some of his first adventures, and of course they imitate the types of stories and storytelling, of course, while throwing in all their Simpsons-like jokes. The types of stories from the 50s, the Silver Age of 60s, they have a lot of those, and the Bronze Age in the 70s, all the way up through the 90s. So I'll just show you just a little bit here. Various creators, but these are mostly from this miniseries. See, who is it? Steve Vance and Bill Morrison, both working on the story and the artwork. Now, I've talked about Bill Morrison before, just a few weeks ago, because he is the creator of Roswell, the Little Green Man, which I covered some time ago. So here is issue 1, but it takes place is supposedly 1953. Here, neat on the back, even has fake ads, and all through this, when they're not doing house ads and the stuff and the like, they have fake ads. It doesn't show it here. Tells you about what they're doing. Radioactive Man from 1952. Okay, And it's not a misprint. It's supposed to be in 1952. Kabooey, and this is of course Morrison. Oh, here it's like right out of the Hulk, and they're drawing on, of course, various characters. He's part Superman, part Batman, part Hulk, you name it. And they imitate some of the writing styles and art styles from the times. This is issue 1, which is supposed to be 1952. Here is issue 2, which has imitation Jack Kirby style art. So it's like the Lee Kirby era at Marvel. And you can see that really imitates. Where's that? And he's even with. This is when he gets his. He has his sidekick, Fallout Boy, which is a name used for very Kirby-ish for a band. He's in a band, Magmo the Lava Man. And it also, he's with this, was it Superior, what are they called? The Superior Squad, which is their equivalent of the Avengers / Justice League. And here you can see it's really late 60s, early 70s. Here's August 72 cover date. And of course, it's 94. Jeepers, my sidekick Fallout Boy is a dirty hippie. And they have all kinds of jokes. He does stupid stuff once in a while, like putting a reactor was about, a small reactor was about to go critical and was going to blow up. Of course, reactors don't work that way. And to cool it off, he dumped it in a cave in an underground river, which is the water supply for the city of Zenith. So stupid stuff like that, because that would, of course, contaminate drinking water. And of course, this is like reminiscent of just Green Lantern, Green Arrow, when they found out Speedy was a druggie and stuff like this. And like I said, they imitate a lot of the artists' styles. Look at that. That's here. They're really, the page layout, everything is very much like Neil Adams art from that time. Then does it say when this is supposed to be? Dark Radioactive Man, the stunning saga of triumph and tragedy. Exclusive Skybox trading cards. Some of them still have the trading cards in them. Some of them don't. Yeah, this one does. You can see the Radioactive Man trading card in there. And I never took it out. It's very reminiscent of the time it's imitating. And this is that one's supposed to be, as it doesn't give the fake date on that one. This one is number, that's 3, this is 4 of Radioactive Man from January 86. Of course, this is like some of the mostly pre-crisis Superman stuff. See, they're same stuff. Then that's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is 6. And of course, this is imitating. If this is supposed to be the 90s, January 95, and it's imitating Todd McFarlane's Spawn on the cover here. It's all good fun. I pulled these out and you have very different versions and stuff. So I've been rereading them, and they're funny. Kitty litter. And they're a lot of fun. So that is the original miniseries. Then they have one-shots and specials and an ongoing series. So Then here is supposedly from the summer of 1968, imitating. This issue has some water damage on it, unfortunately. Gloria Grande, who is his Lois Lane. Gloria Grande, Radioactive Girl, Radioactive Man, Teen Idol, the 1001 Faces of Radioactive Ape. To betroth a foe, said, who is the Radioactive Man of 1995? Because we're supposedly far in the future. And it's all just a lot of fun. Very Silver Agey type stories. The silly stuff, real silly stuff. And this one doesn't have a. Yeah, this is issue number 1, I think, of the regular ongoing series. And the best issue of Radioactive Man ever, 100. But of course, this is not actually issue 100. I think it's, let's see if I can find it. They're Indicia, volume 2, number 1. So take your pick. Gala, 100th issue. There's various versions. Oh, it even has a mock-up cover. Oh, because it starts off with the comic book guy. And then the last one I'll show this time is Radioactive Man. This is number 136 from 1966. Well, one of the interesting things in this one is that it's drawn by Archie's Dan DiCarlo. And again, it's supposed to be in the 60s. Oh, the uncle from Man. That's funny. And of course, he did some of the Archie superhero parodies. And this is imitating largely, I think, Wayne Boring a little bit, plus bringing in that stuff. Just a little Archie-ish stuff. Jumpin' Jeepers, that's his catchphrase. So that's what I have to share with you this time with Radioactive Man Through Time. The mini-series, ongoing series. And I wish I had more. I have a few more, which I'll show another time. But I wish I had... I just come across them once in a while, and whenever I could, I got them. Whenever I did, I would get one. So that's a lot of fun with a Radioactive Man, silly stuff, and it's all basically parodying the comic book field. There are inside jokes, there are jokes about comics, and I'll talk more about it when I do an in-depth on whatever issue I'm going to feature. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Are you a Simpsons fan? Do you like Radioactive Man? Is this the first time you've ever seen this comic book? Let me know in the comments down below. And let me know what you think of Radioactive Man. And remember, comics, come on. There we go. Comics are art.